as life changes, your home should be changing. And if it's not, you're going to feel stuck or sad or frustrated or angry or lonely, whatever the feeling is that's coming up. It's partly due to your environment and something needs to change.
Welcome to Now What, a bold, honest podcast about reinvention in midlife where inspiration meets real life humor. I'm Melissa, and if you've felt the shift and wondered what's next, you're not behind. You're just getting started. Here, we laugh, we go there, and you will leave thinking, okay, I can do this. Because midlife isn't a crisis, it's a plot twist. Let's go. Okay, we need to talk about something that nobody is connecting the dots on. We talk a lot about reinventing ourselves in midlife. New career, new mindset, new body. But what about the actual physical space you come home to every single day? Because here's the thing, if your environment is not aligned with who you are becoming, it is quietly working against you. And my guest today, she literally wrote the book on this. She's a top 5% realtor, the author of Live in Your Wheelhouse, and the creator of a framework that helps women figure out whether to stay, renovate, or move when life shifts. This is not a conversation about real estate necessarily. This is a conversation about identity, intention, and why your home might be the missing piece of your reinvention. Squad, please join me in welcoming to Now What, Kim Costa. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to talk with you.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. And literally, Kim, this couldn't come at a more perfect time. I was just talking to a friend of mine. So I did not inherit my mother's tidiness, amazing organizational skills, etc. I adopted her loud laugh, her wonderful things, but not the organization. And I literally was just saying, I think I need a personal organizer. I open my closet door and I just panic. And I do believe like I'm in a mode where I want to purge and I want to get organized because I do truly believe it affects everything.
It does. Your
Yeah.
thinking, everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am so excited to get into this. So, okay, so walk me back to the moment when you realized that this whole thing of, you know, how your house is in your home, it was bigger than real estate.
Mm. Well, long time ago, I lived in a beautiful house, a farmhouse here in Atlanta, Georgia, in a place called Milton, a horse farm, like Southern Living magazine cover worthy, land, home, four-board fencing, all the beautiful things. But the funny thing is like we often make so many decisions based on aesthetics and like what everybody else is doing and what's popular in your area and whatever. But is it really aligned with who you are and like who you're meant to be and what you enjoy doing and how you like living? Like I know a big horse farm's popular near me, but when I was riding, I'm not a good horseback rider. I was
They scare me actually a little bit.
I mean, well, they're beautiful and I love them and I would
Yeah.
love to like do all the grooming and then let someone else ride them so I could see how wonderful they are. But like I was riding, trying to keep up with all the Joneses in my area and doing what some of my other family members were doing, and I fell off and broke my back. Now, that could have been life altering in a very bad way, right? But the doctor said, I don't know how you're going to walk again. You must have an angel on your shoulder. And I was like, wow, this is really a wake up call because I don't enjoy mucking out these stalls every day. I I don't, I'm an extrovert. There's not a person in sight up here. What am I doing? That's when it hit me. I'm not living in alignment with who I am.
Wow. So is
Mm-mm.
that when the wheels started turning? And is that what the wheelhouse method that it came from that
It
moment?
started with that. It started with I'm in the wrong living environment for many reasons. And the beginning of my book goes through that story and how I ultimately made the decision to move from that house, my family to move from that house because it was just way out of alignment. So much so I almost never walked again. Yeah.
That that's crazy.
It doesn't have to be like that though, people. I mean,
Right,
that's an extreme story.
you don't have to actually everyone, you don't have to go out and find a horse to gallop. fall off. This is why Kim is here to
Yes, do not do what I did.
save us from doing this. Okay, so what is the wheelhouse method?
Right. So it's a way for people to look at their life, who they're supposed to be. Are they on course? Are they not on course? And it may just be as simple as, oh gosh, now my kids have grown. I'm now an empty nester.
Yeah.
That phase of my life is over. What does the next phase look like? What would the best environment be for me? Maybe it's the same and you tweak a few rooms, or you find some new hobbies and incorporate them into your lifestyle to fill the void of the role that is now over, full-time mom.
Mm.
And so there's some feelings that come up with that as life changes. Your home should be changing. And if it's not, you're going to feel stuck or sad or frustrated or angry or lonely, whatever the feeling is that's coming up. It's partly due to your environment and something needs to change.
Okay. Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
No,
sorry,
that's
sorry.
it. That's pretty much it, but it's an 8-step process with 8 different areas.
Right, and I wanna make sure we get into that.
Yeah.
But what I just thought of okay, so someone like myself, so I live in Northern California,
Mhm.
and, I would love we have a five-bedroom home, but it's compact, okay? So
Mhm.
it's cozy. Our yard is pretty small. I've always wanted a pool, etcetera. But
Mhm.
for someone like me who okay, so on paper, if I listed all the things I wanted in
Mhm.
this area, we're looking at, like, $5,000,000, which
Yeah, I was just about to say,
right,
your house is not unlike all of the other
right,
houses in your area. Finance is the first spoke I talk about usually. It's very important. So,
yes,
your home or, one of those larger homes with a pool here in Atlanta would be a fraction of what it is in
right.
California. So, finance is one of the spokes you have to look at.
Okay, well, then let's jump into the wheel of life.
Mhm.
Created the wheel of life, which has the 8 keys to your perfect home. So
That's right.
you're just speaking about one of them, which is finance.
Right. Exactly. And in my book, I end on finance because it's so important. I kind of put it towards the end because whenever you write something, you put important stuff in the beginning and important stuff at the end. So the 8 areas are finance, health, environment, career, romance, fun and leisure, spirituality, and family and friends. So those are the 8 categories that make up the wheel of life.
Okay.
So yeah, in the wheelhouse assessment, people need to prioritize, like, when someone's moving or something's changed, like, say someone gets a promotion, then that's probably a career finance move because 'cause they've got more money now, maybe they need to change cities, um, like, they have to go to headquarters, whatever, so,
Right.
when I started becoming a realtor, I started categorizing people into several of 1 or 2 or 3 of these areas, like, "Oh, that's fun and leisure, romance, environment move because
Mm.
so and so met their second husband and she lives in the city but he likes to live out in the country. That's environment. So romance got, is the reason they want to live together, pick a house. She needs to sell because she needs to go live out in the country because whatever it is he likes to do.
So when you walk me through so when you first, work with clients
Yes.
and you sit down, I mean, it sounds like what is great is you really get a sense of who your client is.
Yes, that's the first thing.
Right.
Mhm.
What they're specifically looking for, but it's more than, oh, a 4-bedroom, 3-bath,
Yeah.
the pool. It's where are you in life, which I
Mhm.
think is you, like, really hit on something I think super important because it is
Something missing.
something missing because for most of us, it is the biggest purchase
Oh, yeah.
we will ever do in our lives, and it's a big deal.
Yes.
So okay, so you would sit down and then go through, um, all of those areas.
Yeah, well, the first thing is what's going on with your life. Tell me about you. Tell me, married, unmarried, kids, no kids, pets, career. Like, so I kind of go around the circle and ask them general questions like, what are you thinking? And the most important thing is, how is your life changing? Like, why do you want to move? Because this home was good for a while, but what about it is now not working for you? And what would fix that?
Right. Okay, so,
Yeah.
like so going back to my example, okay,
Mhm.
so on paper, if I put everything, you know, I really wanted or needed, we're talking a 5,000,000
Right.
or plus home, and that's just not gonna happen with
Right.
2 kids in college and 1 about to go to college. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Let's yeah, it's clarity. The whole process is very clarifying.
okay, which is great. So
Yeah.
then I'm guessing you would say, "Okay, well, you're not going to relocate."
Mhm.
And is this a situation where let's talk about renovating
Yep.
or adding, subtracting, maybe turning one of the kids' rooms into an office,
Right.
etcetera? Or,
Yeah.
okay, you don't have enough space for a pool yet, put in a
What
hot tub or
yeah, what about a plunge pool, or they call it a spool.
ooh,
It's not a spa. A cocktail pool, they call it as
yes,
well. It's
yes,
just enough to get your toes wet. You have that running water sound, which people love.
yes,
And if it's a hot day or you want it warm, you can turn that a little bit bigger than a spa into your pool. But that's all you can fit. But I mean, it's a great solution.
"Honey, we're getting this." Oh, no.
Bring the cocktails to cocktail
Well, and
pool.
my dogs, my Goldens, they love water. They need a little.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
mentioned that 90% of homeowners have regrets.
Yep.
So, what are we all getting wrong? How does
Well,
that happen?
first of all, these statistics were taken from 2023 and 2024. So maybe they're getting a little bit better because what was it then? It was a seller's market. The
Right.
seller had the upper hand on everything, and buyers were like, I know of
Oh,
buyers that didn't even see the house. They waived inspection, they waived appraisal, and there they had a house, and they're like, yeah, I don't even like it.
yeah, it
You
went
know?
wild. It
Yeah. Yeah, and
so
people chose too quickly. There were multiple in our area especially, there were multiple offers on homes the first day they got out, and you had to overbid, and you had to walk through it once, and maybe there were also other people in there who were leaving to quickly get their bid in, and then it's kinda like all of our needs went out the window. We just need a house. We gotta win this thing
mhm,
because school starts in 3 weeks, and
exactly,
we gotta live somewhere. So,
exactly.
I think it rose quite a bit.
Mhm.
The dissatisfaction level rose quite a bit during those years, but also after COVID, where were we? All 24 hours a day in our homes. If anything was wrong with your living environment, boy, did it become evident at that time.
Well, and talk about adjusting. The dining room table became a school classroom.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
I mean, I remember trying to get I had 3 different my kids were a little older, thank God. My heart
Yeah.
just went out to everyone with the young
Oh,
kids. I mean,
being a homeschool teacher. Oh my goodness. Oh, not what I signed up for.
teaching, not my wheelhouse either. Um, okay, so can you tell when you walk into someone's home that they're actually stuck? Like, are there, like can you
There are some signs.
can
There
you
are
share
some signs.
yeah,
Clutter,
okay.
mementos. Um, I'm trying to get one home recently out of my head that was just very, very overly cluttered. Um, and it was an older couple, so I think they just waited too long, and they were now stuck in a huge
Mhm.
home with so much stuff.
Right.
Right? That's really being stuck. They weren't stuck financially, they weren't stuck, but being stuck with all their stuff that they didn't ever and now they've gotten kinda too, physically hard it was physically hard for them and mentally hard for them to part with. And so that is stuck, but also what's stuck is the mom who has been a volunteer at school and everything about the kids, which is wonderful and lovely, and we need more people like that. And I did that for a time and worked as well, but when they're gone, it's like there's tons oh gosh, tons of pictures of the kids, which is lovely. Um, but I've been in people's homes where there is an overabundance of and someone's gonna hate me for this, I know they will. An
Okay.
overabundance of pictures of the kids, and I'm like, "Yeah, but what about you? Like, what do you like to do?" I know,
Mm.
and now the kids are gone, and it's like, "What are you doing with your day? I'm worried about you."
Yeah, that is why I created this podcast and why
Yes,
now
good
what?
for you.
No, this is what came out of I worked for Microsoft
Yes.
for years. I got pregnant. I thought I was gonna be going back to work.
Yeah,
Part-time wasn't an option, so threw in the towel, stayed home full time, grateful, blah, 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 loved it.
Yeah.
2 boys now in college. The baby's a junior in high school and same.
Driving.
Driving,
Uh-huh.
volunteering, all that jazz, went in hot and heavy.
Yeah.
And then as you go from like I like people I've heard, you go from parent to coach
Yes.
and literally look around and not again, that's the core of this podcast. That's why I was so excited to speak with you. Now what? And I'm
Yes.
dying that you said the wall of pictures because Kim, oh my God, like
I'm so
literally,
sorry.
no, no, I'm sorry.
I think it's beautiful. I had one
No,
too. I don't anymore.
no, but
They're
listen,
still here,
this
but
is
not as
what
many.
yes, and this is what us, especially as women, and again, my whole it's all about my mission is to inspire men and women, but
Yes.
to pivot, to reinvent themselves.
Yes.
And so it's funny you brought that up because the other day, and they're all pictures of like when they're really young.
Oh my gosh, I still have those out. I am guilty of that.
Well, no, but I do have this huge wall. Like I could pare down. You know what I mean? Because I looked and I'm like,
But then your kids, I mean, I do understand that your kids may come and go, "Mom, what do you have you forgotten about us?" I mean,
for sure. But I think, but you bring up a good point though. Like, what about you? What you're
what about you?
I'm gonna send you a picture in a month. There's gonna be like a huge mural of just me.
Watch it. Of
above,
me, I'm over the fireplace now
above.
in a slinky gown. I've become a socialite now.
Like, but digress. I just think these are really, really important points. It doesn't mean that history is erased.
Yeah.
It means we're
It's yeah.
evolving and pivoting, and we're also to the age with our parents. Like my mom, you know, same. They've accumulated, so we don't do presents anymore because
Right.
they don't want stuff. I don't want stuff, and now she brings
No.
me all her stuff, and I learned
Uh-huh.
just to take it and be like, "Thank you," and then I just give it to Goodwill.
Yeah.
If it's not like pictures or something.
She feels better doing that.
But
Whatever works.
that is the whole thing too, is about the letting go.
Mhm.
The letting go.
Yeah, or even the pivoting,
Yes.
right? Like you said.
Do you
You're
feel
not
like
letting them go. They're
yeah, I'm just
just in a
letting go of the
different stage
stuff.
of life, right? And then pretty
Yeah.
soon they're coming back with grandchildren and the next stage
Yes.
starts and how fun. Oh
Yes.
my gosh. And then you're putting things in your house like, I want the grandchildren to love this so they want to come
Yes.
back, you know?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, do you see okay, let's focus on midlife.
Yeah.
Um, do okay, so let's just take a family like mine, kids
Yes.
in and out,
Yeah.
college. Let's say we wanna look for a new home. Do you see a pattern of people in midlife falling in, like, majority of one category of your wheel? Or is it just because everyone's so unique, is it really just spread out?
Honestly, it's I see not health yet because we're, on the younger side. Finance, it's usually on the upswing because people are getting higher up in their career. Family and friends is the biggest piece that I see changing. I
Mhm.
do. And occasionally career if mom wants to go back to work or start a passion project. And I lump that into career, even if it's volunteering or starting a nonprofit or whatever it is people want to do. Or dad. I know several
Totally.
dads. Yeah. And and that's what I see a lot. And I also surprisingly see spirituality because maybe it's yoga, maybe it's a group of like-minded people, maybe it is writing again and reaching out to people that you can help. I see that a lot in midlife because it's like, hey, I've done a good job here. Okay, now I've got so much time to live. What do I want to do in my next stage here?
So do you work with clients? It's not necessarily you have to be buying or selling a home. Can people reach out? I just want to make
Yeah.
it clear to people and
Yeah.
just say, okay, I know I want to stay.
Yeah.
I want to renovate. That might not necessarily mean tear down walls, et cetera,
Right.
but repurposing things.
Yes.
Do people you do that as
I
well with
I it's so fun because
see, it scares me. So that's why we need people like you. Like for me, it's daunting. So if I had
yeah,
someone like you, could hire someone like you to be like, no, this is where we start.
right.
Oh my God, I would it would just help me.
Yeah. I mean, locally, to be honest, I do it for free because,
Tell Kim
like,
you
I
need to
went and had this most lovely lunch with this 80-something-year-old gal.
Oh,
So and I'm like, "Oh, I wanna be friends with her." And it was so fun. She was really super cool, but she's like, "I'm not ready yet, but I just wanna do a couple of things because 'cause I'm maybe 5 more years I'll be here." And I was like, "Well, I would the biggest bang for the buck is this, but what do you enjoy? What do you wanna keep? Refinish your floors, paint the walls, do the new windows. It can be a slow, steady process, and enjoy your living room with all your books and your light and everything, like, don't take that away." So we
right.
just did a stay go reno thing for her, and she's like, "I wanna be ready in case something happens."
Oh my god, wait, say that again. It's a stay,
So, yeah,
go.
stay, go, or reno. So the subtitle of my book,
Yes.
Live in Your Wheelhouse, is an empowering guide to stay, go, or reno. So staying also means repurpose a room, love my location, love my neighborhood, but, like, now I wanna do podcasting, I need a podcasting room. So you're gonna repurpose a room. That's a stay. Reno is, maybe adding on or doing a bigger project or even moving the furniture. That's a small renovation. And then go is moving. Like this is not working.
Yeah.
There's several reasons why I need to move and they outweigh staying. So here I go. What does my next home need to have in it?
I love that. I think that is so creative. So 2 things. Is that where so I know on, like, one of your mantras on your website, it's, I'm gonna get it wrong, uh, your home should set you free. What is it?
Yes.
I
Well,
I
yeah,
meant
your home should set you
your
free.
home should set you free.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Like, just inspire you
It shouldn't
creatively?
hold you back. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
again, I'll use the example of the super large home. Here in Atlanta, the kids have all 4 kids have all gone away and they're living in different areas and, like, you go visit them. So why do you have this super huge home? Maybe you're a widow, there's no one to help you, and you are feeling burdened, and you also don't wanna all your memories are in the house, but the people are gone, and it's become a lonely, place for you to be and expensive and physically daunting. And then if you don't do it, you have to manage people to do it. So why are you set yourself free? Get a pied a terre in the city. You like the arts, go do that. And then it's near the airport. You can go see your 4 kids. And then in the high rise condo, guess what? There's guest suites. So when your people come to visit you, you have all the amenities of the city that you love, and you still have your people, but you're not on top of each other. The kids can swim in the pool, and you can go to dinner down the street, and etcetera. So it's really just like what don't set yourself free and live your life. What's your next stage going to be?
I love it. My parents were just over last night. They live 10 minutes away, and
Yeah,
they're looking to downsize. I
yeah.
mean, they God, we moved here 40 plus years ago. So,
Mhm.
own their house outright. It is single story,
Yeah.
but it's big.
Mhm.
If something happens, I mean, they could have someone come in, but they also
Mhm.
don't. So anyway, so they're just going through that process too
Right.
of, well, maybe it is time to downsize.
Yep. Some people move into the fancy, where you go through progression. It's in the same complex, but there's a standalone home. And then the
Yeah.
next, right? And then they still have a home, maybe not quite as big. And then, oh, we need a little bit of help where one of the
Yeah.
partners does, and they move into the high rise. And then there's like assisted living. And
Yeah.
so that's a choice that people make, not in midlife, but us midlifers, our parents are going through that. So we have to help them make this decision.
I was just gonna say that, and I am telling you, again, it is such a common conversation
Yes.
between my friends right now. I mean,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
really true as a definition of midlife when you're taking care of your parents and then children at the same exact time.
Absolutely.
But then it's like, what's hitting me right now and what my audience needs to know is like, and what you're reiterating, Kim, is what about us?
Yes.
We need to put us on the wall. We just
Yeah.
on your wall.
I love that. I hadn't thought about that. I need to put I'm not up on my bookshelf. I need to
It's like a
Oh, I
single
am. I am in my wedding photo, but still.
but okay. Same with me. My wedding photo. I don't know how long you've been married. For me, I'm having God, it's gonna be 25 years
Yeah.
there.
I was married for 25 years and now I've been married for 5, remarried. Uh,
Have a new
yeah.
you have okay,
Yes,
so at least
lovely
you
new
got
husband, and I wish my former one well.
yeah, of
You know,
course.
no harsh words. I love
Yep.
his wife. She's amazing. But
Yeah.
you know what I do have? So your artwork can also be a symbol of who you are. So when I did get divorced, I have this very large painting here in my office upstairs, and I call it the Divine Goddess because I knew once I got through the divorce and healed a little bit, it was like, I'm gonna
Gotcha.
be the me that I'm supposed to be. Even though I'm still a mom and I would love to find a partner, etcetera. I'm gonna make sure I focus. I think it was from a Marianne Williamson book, and I can't remember the name of it now, but I put a little sticky up, Divine Goddess, and this was like 10 years ago. It's still on my bulletin board. It's like right there. I can see it.
I
So I
just
put it in my bedroom. So every morning I woke up, I saw the Divine Goddess, and I was like, what will the Divine Goddess do today to go one step further towards who they're supposed to be? Put the artwork up that reminds
that
you.
that's the mic drop. That is
Yeah.
exactly what we all need to be doing.
Yes.
And I'm learning to live in a place of and, not or. You're not a mom or a divine goddess. You can
That's
be
right.
both,
Yes.
right? You can be
Totally.
a mom and a divine goddess. So
Yes.
that I love. I love. Okay, explain to me. You also mentioned the 4 M's.
Yeah. Okay, sure. So the framework, the wheelhouse method is the shape of a house. And
Yeah.
so at the very bottom below, like a foundation and the living quarters are upstairs, like in the basement, there's the 4 M's and they're myself, which is who am I? How was I made? What are my gifts? Um, do I see myself and allow myself to be who I really am? Then second is mastery of the gifts I've been given. What have I focused on to master them? And then that brings me, because that brings joy when you're in your zone of genius and that whole thing like I feel really good about what I'm doing right now. It's like,
Yep.
really love it. So then number three is where do you point that mastery? How are you helping other people? That's your mission. And that again
Yeah.
proves happiness when you're helping other people and in your zone of genius and authentically living. That's happiness proven. And then fourth and final M is mates. Who is your partner, your friends? Who do you surround yourself with? Do they see the real you and support the real you? Or somehow, even inadvertently, are you being sabotaged to be someone you're not?
Or continuing to be the person you used to be,
You used to be.
right?
Because we grow. People think adulthood is like from whatever, 20 to you die. No, there's like 4 stages in there.
Oh my
And I think I'm on 3 now. I think I'm on stage 3.
I don't know what stage I'm on, but all
I'm
I
just
know
beginning it.
yeah, all I know is I'm 54 and I still mentally feel like, I don't know, 35.
Exactly.
Like,
Yes.
have to put
I think I've gotten smarter, internally about recognizing that I am not as resilient physically as I used to be, but my brain's still there.
yeah,
Like, and so I think, that's just something to recognize to be like, where am I right now? Like I don't need a master upstairs. I just want to cruise on out in the morning and watch the birds with my coffee.
yeah,
I don't want any struggle.
yeah, yes. So it's really it just all goes back. It's so funny I'm just thinking about all the people I've been speaking with for this pod. And there's this theme of pausing
Yes.
and reflecting. And it's
Mhm.
interesting that sounds so simple and easy, but we live such hectic lives. And the days, the hours, I mean, I can't believe it's already 2
The
p.m. my
months,
time.
the
Yeah,
years.
the months. Yeah. What,
Yeah.
what slow days, long, fast years.
Yeah.
And so it ties into all of that. And we
Mhm.
spend the majority of time in our home.
Yep.
We owe it to ourselves to reinvest in that.
Yeah, and I think people get stuck because it's like, "Well, I've always lived here, and I've always had this routine, and I've always" I used to be a night person. I'm not anymore. I get up super early. It's just maybe it's whatever. I'm, 60
Yeah.
years old.
Yeah.
So, it's like, "Oh, I guess I'm an early riser now." Sometimes it's 5 in the morning, and I'm gonna embrace this because this is what my body wants to do. So, I don't stay up and watch The Late Show anymore. I think it's
Right.
gone now anyway, so
I that's
Or
all That's a whole
Let's not
other
go there.
that's a
Anyway,
whole other episode.
it is. But like you have to go with the flow. What is your life like right now? Don't just keep doing the same things because you've always done them. Maybe your circadian rhythm has changed. That is part of life. Things change. Has your environment and your routine changed with it?
I love that. I love that. Okay, for someone listening right now
Mhm.
who is now feeling stuck in their home, what is one thing that they could do today?
Yeah, I mean, let's not get overwhelmed here because not every moving's not easy.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not don't just go to that. Pause,
Right.
people. Pause,
I'm
do the assessment, get some clarification, and then do the big thing. But, like, right now, like, is something, like, bothering you in a room? Like, for me, it was at one point, it was a Peloton I didn't use because my
right.
back hurt and was like, "Why am I sitting to exercise? What did I think this was a good idea?" So I sold it. I was like, "Out. It's in my guest room." I didn't it's a pink guest room and all girly and this big black thing in there. Every time I passed it on my way to my office, I was like, feeling guilt, and I didn't like the way it looked, so I was frustrated, and I was paying money for it. So, like, around the wheel and around the Maslow's hierarchy, there were, like, negative feelings about it. I was like, "Plus I could get, like, 1,200 bucks for it. I'm gonna sell that thing."
Yeah.
And it was I don't think about it one more time. So something small in your home that's bothering you, think of a way to get rid of it, donate it, hide it, put it away, recycle it, or improve it, paint it. Just do something with the one thing when you walk in a room. They say the one thing first thing you see when you walk in a room is either really good, like you love it, or really bad. If it's really bad, make a change.
Make a change. That is why the one thing when I walk in, and you can pretty much see right into my kitchen when you walk into my house,
Yeah.
my kitchen has to be clean. When I
Yes.
walk into a messy kitchen, it's like I get agita. Like it's weird,
Yes.
and my family thinks I'm crazy and psycho, but it's literally a
You
visceral reaction.
you did get some of your mother's,
I did,
organizational. Yeah.
but if someone calls me up to say, "Do you wanna go to lunch?" I would never say, "Oh, no, I have to stay home and clean up." Jen, I'm so she
That'll
committed
still
to
be
that.
there. What time is everyone home? I have
Yeah,
till 3:30.
yeah, exactly.
I'm the same.
She committed or yeah, she committed to that process. Okay, so I'm obsessed with this. Everyone needs to go out and buy your book.
Yeah, it'll go through the whole process.
Go through the whole process. Do we need to know anything before we start this process or just go with
No.
an open mind? And
Open mind. Keep the book. You may do it again in 3 years when something else changes. So, keep
yeah,
it it's like keep it on the bookshelf. The only thing you need to know is it's not real long. And if you're, like, in a hurry, just go to, like, I think it's part 3, and goes directly into the assessment. Before that's, like, a little bit of memoir about the farm I lived on that didn't fit with that was beautiful, and life change. And then, like, all the theories behind Maslow's hierarchy and the wheel of life and, like, how it all came together and why it matters. But if you don't wanna do all that, go right to the assessment, and there's, like, success stories and case studies about, like, this is, Nona, she lived here, and this is, it goes around the wheel, and then you get an assessment at the end where it's like, "Okay, now it's all in writing, I can't unsee this. What am I gonna do?"
well, and there is a correlation between when you think something and writing it down.
Totally. Yeah, so there's a link to the assessment that the pages that you fill it's just 2 pages, the wheel and then notes in each area. So as you're reading and answering the questions and going through the case studies, you write down like, "Oh, this is my current situation. This is what would make it better," or "I love this. I don't want it to change."
Oh my gosh, I'm totally doing this.
Yes,
Okay.
it's fascinating.
No, I'm totally doing this. I'm so excited because see, now my mind is going, I'm an all or nothing person, but it's right. I'm gonna just start with maybe my desk in my kitchen, which no one never put a desk in the kitchen. Frames.
I see
Hey
so
guys,
many of
uh,
them.
pile all your crap on here. It was supposed to be my personal space. It's like, no, I mean, tools end up on it. I'm gonna clean the top of it. That is
Yeah.
my one thing. It's simple.
Yeah,
I'm not tearing down a wall,
that's right.
but it's taking action.
Yeah,
Oh my god, I love okay,
yeah.
where can everyone find you to buy this book? And obviously, I'll put all the
Yeah,
details in the show notes. But
absolutely.
yeah, what's your Instagram and your website?
So my everywhere on social, I'm Kim E. Costa, Costa, and my website is lifestylefoundations with an S.com. And you can get the book like Amazon and everywhere, but if you go to my website with your little invoice number, you get some freebies like a master class, and you get like the first 4 chapters before you get the book, so you can start reading right away. And yeah, so 'cause some good stuff with that. And then there's, I'll be having workshops and things, so the website's important to see what comes next.
Oh, and you guys, she has like you have so many categories of
Yeah.
different videos up there and things to learn about, and it was awesome.
Yeah, blogs and like, let's dig into like this career success in your home, that kind of thing.
Yes. Oh my God,
Mhm.
Kim. Okay, before I let you go, I ask all my guests, now what? Now what for Kim Costa?
Well, now so I've done the book, I'm still doing real estate locally, but I want to speak. So I'm going to start running workshops and I want to hear people's stories. So I'm going to start having guests on my podcast. I'm going to start speaking and running workshops because I want to hear people's stories and figure out, even small options that can improve their lives. I just am fascinated with it.
I love that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that. Well, Kim, thank you so much for your time. This is awesome. It is the perfect timing for me personally. So I'm really great. I'm helping my parents purge.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, spruce up things at home to make it more livable or not livable, but like you said, a podcast studio. Like literally when you said that, I'm like, maybe one of my son's rooms is gonna be
Even a corner
yes.
of one. It could still be a guest room, but you have a corner for yourself.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Well, thank you so much. Everyone go out and get your book. I am going to. I'm super excited. And we'll see you next time. Thank you so much, Kim. And that's it for this week. If this episode made you laugh, nod, or think, oh my God, same, hit follow, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs it. You're not done. You're just getting started. So go take up space fully, loudly, joyfully. And remember, midlife isn't a crisis, it's a plot twist. See you next time on Now What?